Welcome to Sharbi, the meme queen that's been shaking up Ethereum, Solana, and Shibarium since January 2023. Sharbi isn't just another meme coin, it's a sleeping giant with real utility and passive income built right in. And guess what? We're still massively undervalued. But that won't last long. With our Sharbi Dream Factory and volume boosters, we're driving real volume and delivering real impact, helping projects skyrocket. And here's the best part. Over $1 million in rewards have already been paid out to our loyal holders. But that's just the beginning. Sharbi.fun is launching soon, a revolutionary platform where you can launch big, earn big, and get rewarded. Our goal? 100 million market cap, and we're just getting started. So do yourself a favor and buy Sharbi now.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, perhaps good evening. This is All Dolled Up from Sharbi, and we are here for our hot seat number 17. I know that the hot seat, we usually have them every Monday at 12 p.m. EST, but yesterday I had some IRL commitments, and so we talked with our 3 projects, and everyone was able to come on today. So I'm very grateful and appreciative that they all were flexible and rescheduled for Tuesday. It has been a great week here in the US. We have Thanksgiving week, so I know a lot of us have our kids home and all that stuff, getting ready for the holiday. Sharbi has been grinding and building and working, as you all know, and you've heard us say, we're getting ready for the release of Sharbi.fun. And it's just really exciting. The development team and us in the DAO are currently testing, and we're finding all those little things. You know that sometimes being perfect kind of like doesn't work immediately. And so we think, okay, we're going to do everything we can to make sure she's where we want her to be, and and then release her out. And it's going to be really fun. This is a platform that is not only advantageous for developers, but investors as well. The reward structure, the bonus structure, and the user interface, it's all very user-friendly. And so we're very excited about it. And with us today, we have 3 awesome projects. As you know, in the Sharbi hot seat, we really do our footwork and our due diligence to find those projects out there, building, grinding, working hard, creating value, bringing value to the space. And then we just kind of meet with them on our StreamYard and have some time with them to share with all of you about their projects. And really excited today. We have Shogun, NCAT, and Reservoir Dogs. And I think we will just get to it this morning, and I will turn the mic over to Reservoir Dogs. And tell us about you, tell us about your project, what you have going on, anything you want to share. I will give the mic over to you. Can you hear me, Reservoir Dogs? Okay. Well, if maybe they're having a hard time with the mic, Ant, are you available for NCAT?
Yeah, I'm available. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Awesome. Hi.
Oh, okay. He's there. I was
cool.
wondering if you were having technical difficulties, but
yeah, I didn't see the unmute on the screen there. I was on my computer tapping my unmute and it wasn't working.
How are you?
Anyway. Sorry about that, Ant. And thank you, Sharbi, for the invite in the space this time. And great to see other projects here. I know a little bit, certainly about Shogun. What a great project and a great team, Ant. I don't know too much about your project, but I guess I'm going to hear and learn today. So that's fantastic. So Reservoir Dogs, let me start with me first, and then I'll get to Reservoir Dogs. I'm the dev for Reservoir Dogs and a couple of other just small Solana projects that I wanted to do to kind of learn Solana because I'd never done Solana before. And I just launched these projects on pump fund because it was quick and easy. We see a lot of those. So the other project I have is Baron, Trump's Baby, and I have another project, a small project called Pilot, so Pepe's Pilot on Solana. Really just to have a little bit of fun, because those are projects that I wanted to do more on my own than for anybody else, and see how Solana works and get to learn the whole pump fund thing. The the genesis of Reservoir Dogs really came from a couple of my friends. So I'm doing some development work. I'm a dev, and I'm doing a big project, fairly big project right now that's going to launch on base in the next little while. I know, Sharbi, we talked about development and how it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it really does. And my plan was to get that launched maybe a week or two ago, and we're still in development. So the development work is going great, doing some testing and development again for some of the final pieces of the DApp. It's going to be really, really cool, and there's going to be some really leading edge stuff that you're not going to see too many other places in Web3. I'm getting a little bit of help. We talked a bit earlier about a friend of mine, Max, and his dev, Shane. Shane is the lead dev for a project called Alpha 7 and Alpha 7 Dogs, and what a great bunch of guys they are. They're funny as funny can be, a couple of Aussies, and I just love those guys. We connect quite often in Telegram, and always have good chats and always just laugh like crazy. It's so much fun. I love
They're really great.
being
I
here.
have to say, I sorry for interrupting you, but
Yeah,
I had them in the hot seat like 5 months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months
yeah.
ago. And then I had them come back. But I mean, since the hot seat, they've been in our community, and he's
Mm,
always sending like they just all Max, they all just and Shane was so great. He spoke the last one, but just I just had to back up what you said, because those
yeah.
are just great people in this space. He always is helping me, like, do you need help,
Mhm.
like, researching some projects, and just always there to support. Comes into our community, I go into their community. So honestly, like, yeah, great group of people there at Alpha 7 for sure.
Yeah, fantastic group of people, really. And it's not easy in crypto in this space to really find good people that you connect with and really want to collaborate with. So I'm always looking for those people and those teams and those projects, and they're few and far between. So when you run into a group of people like that and you really connect, they've got a great project. You want to help them, they want to help you. It just really works, and it really makes it fun to be in this space, because there's a lot of crap otherwise. So yeah, I love those guys. It's a lot of fun. Shane is an amazing dev, and he is helping me out on my project, like I said, and we're just having so much fun with it. Shogun, you guys, I've talked to Trader Max, I've talked to Andrew. I think, in maybe the top 100 in Shogun now. So I love the project. I love the team. I came to Shogun through Memezilla, and that was a connection again from Max. So you can see it's kind of a whole little family kind of brewing and growing here. So through Memezilla, the connection to Shogun came, and then the connection, had a little chat with Trader Max, had a little chat with Andrew. What a great bunch of guys! What a great team! And I love when people say things like honesty and integrity and ethics, and then not just say it, but actually really mean it and do it. That's what we need in crypto. These are the people we need in crypto. These are the projects we need in crypto, and these are the teams we need in crypto. And it's different, right? When you meet these kind of people, when you meet these projects, and you do these kind of collaborations, when you really connect with the right teams, the right people who really care, it makes a huge difference. So I'm actually having a lot of fun. And this is the first time I've been around crypto for quite a while. This is the first time, really, this past year, that I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the space. I'm enjoying the projects I'm working on. I'm enjoying the people. I'm enjoying the collaboration. So we're really building, almost a great little family in the crypto space. And it doesn't mean a single project. Reservoir Dogs I actually did Reservoir Dogs. It popped into my mind one day when I'm thinking, what can I do to help Shane and Max? Like, what can I really do to help them? And I figured I could do a little project on Solana because they're not on Solana, they're on B&B chain. So I could get them maybe a little more exposure on Solana, and then Reservoir Dogs it just happened. And in my Reservoir Dogs website, I have links to those Damn Dogs games and the Alpha 7 games. So it was really a way to say thank you to them and help them out, get them a little bit of exposure on Solana, and hopefully get people clicking on the website and clicking into their games. So I'm really happy to help them out. I'm happy to be here with your spaces. It's fantastic to get the opportunity to come here and chat about the project. Shogun, you guys have really a great project and a great team, and I think what you're doing is fantastic. And I love that you're doing things to help people. You have your Panther pilot, and you're offering that for free. It's a great utility for developers. I'm still trying to figure it out, by the way, but I think it's a great utility for developers, and I'm definitely going to be using it for my projects. You, I think, have an education series that you're putting stuff up in, not in Telegram, but in Reddit. Sorry. And I think that's a great initiative. It's important for young people, for new people coming into crypto to get the proper education so they don't kind of stumble their way through it and learn by the way we learned, kind of the hard knocks way. And all of us who have been around for a while have experienced some not so nice things in crypto. We've been rugged, or we've been hacked, or we've been scammed some way or other, right? So it's important, I think, to educate new people coming into the crypto space, and help them wherever you can. And I see Shogun doing that, so I think that's fantastic. I
No,
didn't
I
get.
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I agree with you. And when people like of your mindset or what Sharbi has been through, right? We created back in May the Dream Factory, which really is what sponsors this hot seat. And but that Dream Factory came by happenstance because we had been through so much in the project, right? And it's an ongoing joke in one of our TGs because I say, oh, like we could have a Netflix series at this point, or I feel like I should write a book. But all the trials and tribulations that we went through, because every project is going to go through it. I think that we thought, where can we offer services? Where can we offer services that are gonna? I'm getting this on for Ant. He has. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it.
There he
Yeah,
goes.
I saw you. I saw video, and I didn't know if you were doxxed, and so I didn't want to add the wrong video up to the screen. But you're good now. You're all good. Sorry. But anyway, the Dream Factory was like finally after those bad times, right? Like, Sharbi had a bridge when we released that Fetch bridge, but it took a year to get that bridge done, cost us over 6 figures, and it wasn't good enough. Like it was not, like, that was rough, right? And so we had met bad devs, we had met good devs, we had connected with some attorneys that were and then, oh my gosh, we met a really great attorney and a group of attorneys that were, they're subject matter experts in crypto, and they're so knowledgeable. And so we like, okay, let's have a hub where we take all these great people we've met and we offer their services. We can connect you, maybe a project wants to legalize a DAO. There's a lot of places to create your DAO, a lot of countries. Like, they will help you decide what is best fit for your project. And we can connect you to that group of attorneys that we've vetted that have proof of work or whatever, trending services, 4chan ads, just the connections. We're like, why not share all these great connections we've built out in the Dream Factory? So I'm the sentiment of kind of what you were saying about finding those good projects, those good people. at the end of the day, good attracts good. And I think that will eventually trump other stuff, right? The other things going on. It might not bring the positive side to this decentralized world. But appreciate you, Reservoir Dogs. Very nice meeting you. And I know you kind of have so much going on, but you seem so awesome that you connect yourself with these projects and are really a steward of each of them. So that's really awesome to see as well. Appreciate you. I'm going to go down to NCAT on Solana. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
Definitely. So on all honesty, I don't know about NCAT. So I was excited to have you. Someone in Sharbi had told me about your project and we started talking and and I'm like, let's get you in the hot seat. You're working hard, grinding, and some big things happening. So do you want to tell all the viewers about your project?
Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, I didn't get the NCAT banner up for the picture here, so that's not the right picture showing at the moment. I apologize for that. But yeah, the story I sort of wanted to share today was the story of NCAT and how it all came into being. And it all started, well, if we go back really right to the beginning, before NCAT was even born, there was this guy called Noland Ardber, who was a young man, and he was out playing with friends on the ocean. And they were diving through waves and just playing around, basically. Anyway, he took a dive through a wave and something happened and he couldn't move. He was completely paralyzed. He was face down in the water. Fortunately, a friend of his who was on the beach, I think, she came down and she rescued him and pulled him out of the water. And as it turned out, he realized something was not right at the time, and he was totally paralyzed. He was a paraplegic as a result of just playing around in the waves in the sea. So a really tragic story. And so he's confined to a wheelchair. He can move he can talk and move his head. He has very limited movements on one of his hands, but apart from that, he's totally paralyzed. Anyway, he was put up for he put his name forwards for a Neuralink trial. If you haven't heard of Neuralink is basically a brain machine interface. So they were looking for they'd done various tests on animals, I think. I'm not totally sure of all the details, but anyway, he was the first human patient to come forwards, to put his name forwards, to have this microchip put in his brain. And this microchip is connected to the motor sensory part of the brain, and enables him to communicate with a computer via Bluetooth, which is wild technology. Having a chip in your brain, you think of something, and it happens on the computer.
That's wild.
It's completely wild, yeah. And so now he's got one of these, he's got this Neuralink chip in his brain, and he's basically what he's able to do is he's able to move a mouse around and do clicks with the mouse. And I'm not too sure exactly how he does that, but I think he's imagining moving a part of his body, and it's picking up those electrical signals from his brain and transmitting that to Bluetooth, going straight to a computer. So he's able to move a mouse around and click on a mouse, whereas before he had to have a long stick in his mouth and with a touch screen. Basically, he had a long stick, and he was going around on a touch screen like that. So it's very, very awkward and uncomfortable for him. So it's a real life changer for him. Anyway, he was on a flight an airplane flight, and he had he had a Starlink. I think they had a Starlink connection in the airplane, but he used his Neuralink to create this meme, which has now been called NeuroCat. So he created this meme. This meme was launched, and within 24 hours, it reached 30 million market cap. It was there was obviously a big buzz about this thing. This was the first meme created by telepathy. Telepathy is the term that they use at Neuralink for this kind of communication, because it is literally from brain to computer via Bluetooth. So anyway, this coin was launched around a lot of hype, a lot of excitement on it. A lot of people jumped on board, but unfortunately, as Reservoir Dogs was talking about, there's a lot of lack of integrity in the space, and it was a rug pull. And so immediately the coin crashed down, and just carried on going down, eventually reaching a market cap of 150K from 30 million. So that was pretty disastrous, really. However, there was a few of us on board who really saw the value in this. This is the first ever meme coin created by telepathy via Neuralink. It's the first one ever done. So we see value in this. So we stuck it out now for quite a few months. It's been 5 months now, and recently we've made some partnerships, and which has helped things and brought new people into the space. But yeah, it's been it's a fantastic experience. It's a fantastic bunch of people, and I think we've shaken out all the bad players now. So it's just us left on NeuroCat.
That's I knew nothing of that, which that's wild in itself. And unfortunately, we had those bad apples. And I think with a CTO, while you were talking, it's you say, well, 5 months we've been now grinding, and it takes that sometimes, right? Like I feel like for Sharbi, we kind of have that sentiment that through this bear market, we've kind of not had our head down, but I think you could use the term had our head down. We've been grinding and building, but when you take over something, it took months just to get socials for us, months of negotiating to capture and get the Telegram or the emails and get the wallets and the safety and the security for your project, and make sure those bad actors can't compromise you going forward. However that may look, it's a lot of work. It's not for I think, well, if it was easy, everyone could do it. It's just not always easy. But so he created the meme through telepathy. Is he still around, or was he one of the bad actors? Can I ask that?
No, he's still around. Okay. He is still around, but it appears he didn't realize what he was doing. He doesn't really know much about the meme coin space.
Okay.
It's all very new to him. So his attitude has been very much hands off. He'll just, he's happy just for it to run, but he's not getting involved in it. Yeah. The other day though, he did a live stream. We had 200,000 people on there in the live stream, and part of the objective of the live stream is he was trying to raise money for his family's home. So we donated 1% of our supply to him in NCAT. At the time, it was at 4 million about. So that was sort of $40,000 equivalent, gift for him towards his family home. So he was very appreciative of that.
Wow, that's really awesome. And NCAT is on Solana, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
It is on Solana. There is an Ethereum version, But it's a dead project, the Ethereum version. The original is the Solana.
Okay. Okay. Well, that, I mean, what a story. And you guys, I mean, I know that you're grinding, working. I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited to hear about NCAT. I didn't know the story behind it, but that's a pretty good, you know, the narrative there is, it's so interesting. I think of the telepathy part in that I wonder if AI is able to help him at all in like how it's converted, like this chip in his brain, right? Like the way that it's I watched. Go ahead.
Yeah, the old, you know, because Neuralink is an Elon Musk company,
Okay.
and his ultimate goal with Neuralink is for humans to interface with AI. And the whole thinking there is that humans think very slowly, and so compared to a computer or an AI, for example. So in order to have effective communication with AI, the idea is to increase the bit rate of the human communication system with a computer. So currently, we can have a bit rate of, between 1 and 3 bits per second. I think it is. It's quite slow in terms of the instructions we can give and how we can change our mind from one thing to the other and have some coherence to it. But the plan is to increase the bandwidth, basically, of communication between humans and AI through direct connection to the brain. It's pretty far out, but at this stage, with NeuroCat, we're just looking at the benefits that it's providing for people who have disabilities, as in Nolan's case. Neuralink have just recently received the go-ahead from Canada to do trials for people with blindness, so to give them sight. So it's sort of the development there is going on to the next level, really. So at this stage, the Neuralink is really is being trialed on people to benefit them who have various disabilities. Sorry, yeah, go on.
No, I actually watched here in the US on Hulu. There is a documentary interview with Sam Altman and some others that Oprah Winfrey did, and I watched it on Saturday, and it really blew my mind because they took a timeline like a year ago, right, an AI video, and you could tell it was AI, and the ones we're seeing now, it's like you can't tell the difference, or the voice changes, and I think it's moving so faster than anything we've ever seen. And they talked about like the regulation part of it, but something they said was that children in school, right, the AI will almost they can foresee like children, especially children with learning disabilities, right, that the AI will know how they learn, the characteristics of their personality traits, and that these students will then have like a AI assistant that is going to tell the teacher, like, this is how this student learns, and this is what you need to give to the student, like, to support them. And I mean, just the things that were touched on, I think it gave me it was very eye-opening, that how fast AI is moving, and that, I think they were saying something that in the next 10 years, like the average work week will be 3 days, like perhaps 3 days of the work week, where here in the US, you have 5-7 day work weeks. And that the biggest, if you're thinking of what this generation should go into is maybe like mental health field, because people will actually have less time working, and they will have to navigate how to enjoy time not working. Right? But it fascinates me that I think the things that we will see, maybe that my children or my grandchildren will see, will be that people with traumatic brain injuries, right, or in those states where they're not able to talk or to communicate and have be able to. And it's fascinating. So what an
Yeah, no,
awesome thing.
it's incredible the revolution that's happening now. And
Yeah.
yeah, Neuralink is really aiming to, yeah, just to keep humans up to speed. That's their mission, really. Keep humans up to speed with this tech revolution that's happening, because soon humans are not going to be the most intelligent species on the planet. So so yeah, so it's quite a daunting prospect. That's the first time in history that's going to be the case.
Yeah, and
But
it is daunting in a way. I see the positive, and with everything there's going to be a negative, just like when the internet came out and then with social media. And I just hope that we stay ahead of on a regulation side. There, it's just unwritten. It's kind of like our crypto. It's like the Wild West, right?
it
There's
is,
not.
yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it's completely, we're going into uncharted territory here, aren't we?
yeah.
But yeah, sort of coming back to the NeuroCat and the Neuralink and what have you. Like, for example, we've had some, even though it's been a hard slog, we've had some really good victories over the months. For example, NeuroCat, the meme was featured on a Neuralink update video, one of their update videos, which had Elon Musk plus the other panel, the main panel from Neuralink, who were watching it and sort of laughing at the fact that he'd create this meme using Neuralink. So that's all quite exciting. So it's on his radar for sure. And like on Friday, we touched 8 million market cap before having another retrace. But yeah, so things have definitely been looking up, and we're beginning to see the rewards of our work coming to be.
Really great. Really great. Well, I'm gonna do some more research there, and I'm just really grateful you came on and shared about NCAT, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, and now we have Shogun. Can you hear me? Mic check. How are you?
I'm very well. How about yourself? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, loud and clear. I'm happy with the connection today.
Yeah, it's good when technology cooperates, huh?
Yes, yeah. I'm always nervous. Like, can they hear me on the stream? Because of course we're streaming from a different platform. So, but it's looking great today. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Oh, I'm so well. How about yourself? Been a busy morning, but besides that, all good.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I've seen Shogun. They're everywhere. That's for sure. Um, Excited to have you just tell us about the project. Kind of like, I know it encompasses a lot. I had an awesome one-on-one info session on part of your platform, and I'll let you tell the viewers, but I know there's a lot of moving parts right now. And you guys are just doing so many awesome things. So yeah, I'll let you take the mic and tell everyone, maybe those who've heard of Shogun or haven't heard of Shogun, what is Shogun?
Sure. So, I'd like to thank Reservoir Dogs for that great shout out, giving us our flowers. That was really nice. And he's absolutely right. You ask some projects, what they're built on, and they say, Solana or like Ethereum or a blockchain, but at Shogun, they say things like honor, wisdom, integrity, balance, evolution, and these aren't just words they throw around to sound cool. These are actual principles that they live by, and we walk by, and we try to exemplify. So when you see a project like that, it's a real eye grabber. There's a reason you see us all around, and it's because we're super structured, and we're all like we're all putting our best foot forward. We're all trying to build one another. We're in each other, in our community, and also building real world utilities. So we're a 2-month-old project that hit an all-time high of about 3.7 million And we've held that pretty consistent floor of that, because of some of the things that we've done. You know, if you look in the last 2 months, we've established a development team for, you know, trading platform. We're developing Shogun X, a DEX that, you know, you're going to be able to swap in, you know, and free listing in that. You know, we're establishing paid to raid bots, and you know, our website and all that. You know, a decision making structure. You know, we have the Shoguns, the Samurai Council, and the Samurais, you know, that we're all starting to kind of like come into our own and learn our roles and do our prospective things that we're supposed to do for the community. You know, excuse me, sorry. Um, you know, and we offer a lot of things, so like, you know, the Anvil bot, which is a bot that, you know, can help your market presence and your trading volume, and no fake holders or wallets. You know, customize your ratios and your time intervals, and to suit market conditions. We offer, um, you know, a whole host of services through our website. Sorry, we've absorbed pantherpilot.com into our community. It's now Shogun Panther Pilot WebForge. It's a developer's toolbox essentially, that offers 30 utility, you know, applications that you can use to build any project. So we're the devs. We're developing a program for developers. Basically, we're trying to be a platform that all projects in this space can use to build themselves and move forward, using our services in our bots that we're creating, like the temper bot. um, that's why our chart stays so stable, is because we have the temper bot, which basically acts as a secondary liquidity pool, and you know, balances out the buys and sells on the chart, so there's no drastic swings in either direction. And all these things create transaction fees, you know, that go back into our staked liquidity pool, which goes to our revenue sharing, which is another reason, um, you know, why we're able to stay so structured and and so, you know, pretty level, is because, you know, we don't have to trade the chart, uh, or, you know, buy into the chart to create volume or income, not income, but you know, profits. So we have revenue sharing throughout our ecosystem. Um, you know, like with paid to raid, in the stake liquidity, and or sorry, the staking pool, or and sorry, I lost my train of thought for 1 second. Oh, and also in our rewards for staking the Shogun token, you get 5 tokens in return. So, you know, we're rewarding our community. We're creating residual income for our community. We're assigning our community, you know, tasks and like, you know, responsibilities, and we're organizing our community. So, um, that's why you see us everywhere. That's why, like, we're not going anywhere. We're built to last. We have a ton of utility, and just super structured, um, and super genuine. So
Yeah. Yeah. Just being around the community. I know that Shogun also, they have a platform called the Panther Pilot, which it's really phenomenal. And it allows a project, almost a way of, when I was looking at it, to manage the project, right? In a centralized place, whether that's like, it has the ability to schedule like your social media posts and to manage who has control of those posts. Like, and it's really hard when you get into spaces like this, right? We feel like we're okay, we have the mic and we're in this kind of like, what can when you have a very big ecosystem, I kind of, like, if I have a minute shill, I get like, I fumble because, okay, well, we've built out all these fundamentals, right? And then I'm like, it's very hard to kind of convey an ecosystem when you kind of are working on all these things that can add value and bring value. And what I feel like Shogun is like a hub of like support services for your project, because everything is what's being built out is going to support, or that you can utilize within your own project to support your growth, right? And create value.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. As I mentioned, that's we absorbed the pantherpilot.com in the Panther Pilot program. That's now the Shogun Panther Pilot web forge.
okay.
It's like a developer's toolbox. I mean, if you're working on a project, you need this program. Like it's got everything you needed. Team chat. I mean, everything that you need. QR code generators. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, from like, you know, if you're managing a project, it's definitely, I'm just I had a meeting on it late last week, and I'm just like diving into it. But for anyone listening today, if they wanted to go and do their own research, where would you want me to send them? Is there a link, like a link tree on your X, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So if you want to go to Shogun Cryptos at Shogun Cryptos on X, and there's a link tree there, and everything you need is there. It's got all of our socials are on there, and there's a fair amount of information. Our website is extremely well put together. It's www.shogun.com, and that's a great website. It's got a ton of information, and you're right. When you're out there, like, because I shill a lot, and it's almost difficult, because there's so much. So it's like, where do you start? It's awesome though. It's a great thing to be involved in.
It is. And I even started like thinking to myself, like when I really stepped up and I was like, okay, I'm going to like put myself in more spaces. I want to get comfortable, like, quote, shilling Sharbi. And when we're so passionate about our own projects, like, well, we have all these things that like, okay, how do I convey to the masses, right? Like, this is the value we're bringing. This is the value we're adding. Because at the end of the day, when you're creating those channels of revenue, or say they're the raid to earn, or there's the ability to make residual income in the way the project's structured, those people, we don't want them to ever have to sell their Shogun token or their Sharbi token, because they're getting income passively that they wouldn't have to sell. Right. So I feel like that structure there kind of aligns between the two. But awesome presentations today, both of you. And Ant, it looks like he had to drop off, or I lost my connection with him. But I appreciate you both being here. And stay tuned. I've welcomed some projects back, and I would love to have both of you back for a follow-up at some point.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs, thank you so much. And I'm going to sign off for today. Thank you for everyone that joined in for Hot Seat 17. If you haven't checked out Sharbi, the Queen of Memes, please do. You can click on our X, give us a follow, come into the Telegram. And I will see everyone back here next week for our next Hot Seat. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharbi. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.